Hey. I was led by the Most High to do what I'm about to do right now. And I hope that it is able to help somebody out there cope with whatever struggle you're going through right now. Everybody's been through some things. And whether you believe in God or not, there's something greater than us out there that allows things to happen for a reason. And whether you've lost somebody or made mistakes in life, you have to get out of that mud feeling sorry for yourself. You have to be able to move forward and trust in something greater than you that has a plan for your life, a purpose for your life. I wrote something called Beyond the Petals of a Rose, and I was led to share it with everybody. So again, I hope that this is able to touch somebody, help someone heal, know that you aren't alone going through whatever struggles that you're going through. There are other people that are in the same boat, and we can support each other. If you like this, if you were touched by this, then please feel free to share it with somebody else who may need the words of encouragement, who may need just that oomph to keep going. Thank you. Without further ado, here we go. Thought it would never happen to me. How could the man I trusted give me an STD? I fell to my knees, crimson eyes gazing at the skies, asking God, please, why? He replied, life is like an amusement park, and you chose that ride. In the past, I guess I did ride the waves of promiscuity. Shaking my fist, I yelled, you let this happen when I was somebody's wife, yet protected me while I hustled on my back, body wrapped in hotel sheets. Basking in the rays of sunlight, metaphorically speaking, I had a better life, but didn't realize the shadows of my past were still connected to my feet. Assumed I had escaped that karma. With a vengeance it ran, then caught right back up to me. See, I lost my father at 10 years old. It left a shotgun-sized wound that permeated the center of my soul. Lost without a compass, no sense of direction or time for goals. Like an unpaid phone bill, I disconnected, feeling rejected. So I began spreading my legs wide. Looking for a father's love, I even called my partner's daddy, trying to fill the void inside. My life commenced to travel in a downward spiral. The destination was hell. I was confined within the flaming walls of my own mind. It wasn't long before I became suicidal. As a child, I stayed close to the Bible. Used to walk the path of a missionary. Somewhere I must have detoured because I fell in love with missionary. Now I've been chosen to be a leader in the mission scary. At 18, I was locked down in the system for 3 years. You can call it the penitentiary. Cell colded in February, I slept on a bed of steel. Like Jonah, I ran from the calling, cocaine speed balling, going through withdrawals, and I'm still falling down the same tunnel. This rabbit hole can't be real. Beat by verbal degradation. Please give me some medication. I just want to go numb to ease all my troubles. Who the hell would want a shattered mirror? Even if it was put back together by faith. At 15, I remember going to juvenile court back in the day, looking the judge in the face. I fought for my right to learn life the hard way. Can't stand to see my own reflection. Who is that girl? There seems to be a disconnection. Did I forget to mention there was some tension at home? Disappointing my mother before I had a brother, I was a quitter. I ran from everything that I could have touched and turned to gold, casting boomerang stones that penetrated the glass throne, watching as the crown of my self-esteem broke into tiny pieces like Mr. King's dream. so small you can barely see it. Like one grain of sand in the midst of 1,000 island beaches. I ain't preaching, just keeping it real. Railroaded with 17 years probation. Bob Marley smoke, I'm still blazing, praying to God that the consequences of a failed drug test I wouldn't feel. So lost and confused. Ran through. I let men use me. For their pleasure. Self-worth I could no longer measure because I gave so many pirates the map to my hidden treasure. God, please pull me from the abyss of this cerulean sea. I have to get out and break the chains of this depression. Can't take the heat. Open the door, running from my problems. Fear wouldn't let me solve them. Fell in love with food. Every day was a honeymoon. Me and my spoon dance every time I eat. Head no longer held high. As I walked, I stared at the floor. Can't fit my clothes. Started counting rolls. After stepping on a scale, I was ready to kill myself once more. Battling with my demons every year, every season. I just need to find a reason to keep on dreaming or at least keep breathing. Held a knife to my throat before trying to overdose. I was ready to let go. Then God called me by name. Comedic rivers cascading down my cheeks, motherland blood flowing through my veins. The source of all things heard my screams. I heard a small voice from within say, Janae, I have a plan for you, and your life will never be the same as long as you're obedient to the call. I'll elevate you higher than the tallest mountain. I'll expand you further than the widest plains, because you are my child, and I feel your pain. I had to go through some things so that I could share a testimony. We have to walk through the valleys of the shadow of death. We're being refined, so as diamonds, we have to be pressed, put through a fiery test because we're special. We shine brighter than the rest. I patiently endured the darkest times when my family had no money for the rent, no power for convenience, only candles without a scent, no water to bathe. We filled up buckets from a hose behind the church just to take a rinse. I finally stopped straddling and brought both legs to the same side of the fence. And once I did, I came to the meadow of my salvation, admiring the flowers of my trials. I couldn't help it. I allowed myself to smile. Beyond the petals of a rose, I found my lost soul. I'm in a better place. Now I stay grounded in the nurturing soil of my faith. Thank you.